Hi everyone, I'm Polly G. Welcome to Fashion with Me. My channel focuses on makeup and fashion and how to always look your best and put together. I believe makeup should always be classy, not overdone, and should always complement and go well with your outfit. So in today's video, I'm going to show you the makeup look I am wearing today that I think goes really well with this whist blouse and these button-down skinny jeans from Cabby. So without any further ado, let's get into the makeup. Okay, so I have already put on my primer, my foundation, my concealer, and a little bit of powder. I always do those same steps before I start my makeup application, so I'm not going to show those steps, but I will show you the products that I used up until this point. But if you do want to see those steps in more detail, I will have a link to one of my other videos that shows the steps in more detail linked down below. Okay, so the first thing I always do is use my primer, and for that I use this Glow Activator Primer from Joa. I love this. It goes on real velvety and smooth, and it just really lays a nice platform for your foundation. The next thing I always use is my True Match foundation in the color True Beige. This is from L'Oreal. This is a great foundation. I love it. I think it's good for mature skin as well. So this is my go-to foundation. And for my concealer, I use the Maybelline I always get this name wrong, Age Rewind Eraser from Maybelline. This is in the color Medium. And for my powder, I use the Lock-It Translucent Powder from Kat Von D, and I think this is a great powder. I love it. A little expensive, maybe about $25 for the full size, but lasts a real long time, and I think it's well worth it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is use my bronzer, and for that I always use the e.l.f. bronzer in the color Forever Sunkissed, and I use this just all over my face just to bring it some warmth. So I'm just going to start applying that right under my cheekbone, and then I bring it down my jaw, a little bit down my neck, around my forehead, and this is just to bring in a little bit of warmth to my face. And I always like to go across my nose with what's left on the brush, just because it just ties it all together, and that is where the sun will hit you. Next, I will do my eyebrows, and for that, I always use the e.l.f. brow pencil in the color Deep Brown. They have the spoolie on the other end, which I also really like. So I'll just comb my brows through, and then just start applying pencil, and basically just filling in, covering up any grays, which I have plenty of those going on. Probably should have tweezed a little bit before I started filming. I didn't realize my eyebrows are a little out of control, but I didn't realize that. Then I use the other side of the spoolie and just brush through. Next, I always use the Brow Wiz from e.l.f. and I just, also in the color Deep Brown, and I'm just going to layer that right over. And that just keeps everything in place and just deepens it up a little bit more. Really, really like this product. One thing I always do with all of my makeup looks, or just about all of my makeup looks, is I always put a little bit of this brown Neutrogena pencil in the color Spiced Chocolate right on my lower lash line. To me, it just frames my eye without bringing it down. I don't like to put a lot under my eyes, but I do think that this helps to frame my eye, so I will be putting that on next. You don't have to do this step. This is something I always do, and it just really works well for me. And I put it right on my lash line. It's not under my eye, and it's not in the waterline. It's right on the lash line. On the other side, just like that. So the palette that I'm going to be using to, that I think complements the whisk blouse that I'm going to be wearing today is this palette, and it's in the Crimson edition. I think it's important that you put your eyeshadow palette and your blush and your lipstick next to the outfit that you're choosing to wear to make sure that it all works and complements each other. And I think this eyeshadow palette works really, really well with the blouse that I'm going to be wearing. And what I have chosen to pair it with is this blush, Berry Amore from Milani, and I'm also going to be wearing this e.l.f. lipstick in the color Nectar. And I think these complement each other really, really well as the eyeshadow palette. And like I said, if you put everything up against your clothes, and you can see how it all ties in. So I think this is gonna look really, really nice. I'm gonna start with this color right here and just start applying this in my crease and above my crease and in the outer corner of my eye. And for this step, I am using a Wet n Wild blending brush, and I think this is a great brush, very inexpensive, and I think it works really well, and it seems to blend everything nicely. Okay, so that is the first step. The next color that I'm going to use is this color right here. Make sure I'm pointing at the right one. And I'm going to put that in my outer corner. And just start applying that right over here. And again, I'm using an e.l.f. blush. This is a small blending brush. And I will have all of these products that I'm using today linked down below if you are interested in any of the products that I'm using. By the way, I do want to mention that I do have a lot of affiliate links to the products that are listed below. So if you do click on the link provided and purchase the item, I will get a small commission. There's no extra cost to you. So if you do use the link, I really appreciate it. And just right in the outer corner. And pull down and pull up what's left. Then I will go back to that original brush that I used with the transition shade, and I'm going to just blend. Just going to blend the outer part of the eye. The next color I'm going to use is this color right here, and I'm going to put that on with my finger. And I'm just going to lightly press right in the middle and just dab that on. Same on this side. Like that. And then I'm going to take this color right here, this light color on the end right here, and I'm going to put that on with a e.l.f. bullet brush, shaped brush is what I call it. I think it's a smudge brush, but I call it a bullet because that's what it looks like to me. And I'm just going to put that under my brow. And in the inner corner. And a little bit in the tear duct right there. And I'm going to go back in with that blending brush again that had the transition shade and just soften. Just so that nothing is too harsh. Like that. Next, I always tightline, and for that I'm going to use my Neutrogena eyeliner pencil in the color black. And for that, I go right underneath and just let the pencil do the work. And just let it glide right along the top lash line. I'm going to skip my mascara for right now, and I'm going to move on to my blush and lipstick, and I will do my mascara at the end. So as I showed you, I'm going to use the Berry Amore from Milani for my blush, and I'm going to apply that with this IT Cosmetic brush. I always put some on the back of my hand so I don't apply too much, and then I'm just going to start dabbing on. See how this blush works really well with the eyeshadow? I think it really ties in nicely. I always find that if you feel if you got a little too much blush on, I always take a nice fluffy brush like this, and I will just diffuse very lightly what I just put on. And then take that same brush, don't put any more product on it, and then just dab right at the highest point of my cheek. Just like that. And I feel that gives a little bit more of a gradient look, and it's not so, you know, blotchy looking. It kind of blends it in a little bit better, and I think that works really well. The next thing I always use is my Maybelline strobing stick. This is my highlighter. I put this on with my finger, and then I blend the two together and lightly press. right at the highest part of my cheek, right in here. This is a beautiful highlighter in my opinion. It just catches the light. It doesn't show up a real lot. I don't like a highlighter that's super obvious, but this is just really pretty, and it just brings everything up, lifts everything up, catches the light, and as we age, we want everything to go up, not down. Okay, next I am moving on to my lip liner. I have already put on some lip balm before I started filming just to keep my lips nice and moist, so by the time I get to the lip step, most of it has been worn off, so then I'm ready to apply my lip liner and my lipstick. So I'm using the color Natural from NYX, and I think it's gonna go really well with the Nectar from e.l.f. And then I'm going to put on the e.l.f. lipstick in the color Nectar. Then I'm going to use my lifter gloss in the color Crystal, just to put a little bit of gloss on the bottom, like that. Okay, so now on to mascara. And for my mascara, I am using Full and Soft in the color Black. My favorite mascara. Actually, I have a few favorites. This is definitely one of my favorites. It's called Full and Soft, and I love it. It doesn't clump. It goes on real easy, doesn't flake, and it just really makes my eyelashes come to life. I just really like it. It's a very natural looking mascara, and I just really like it a lot. Then I like to go over that with my Neutrogena Healthy Volumes, I believe it's called. Yes, Healthy Volume mascara, and also in the color Black, and or is it very black? Just black. And I put this over that. I just think the two of these work really well together. And just very lightly put that on.
So here is the final look. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to my channel. It really helps my channel grow. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video, and in the meantime, always remember, keep it classy, keep it stylish, and always be your best self. Bye!